friends, I have not made a video in a little while, but I thought that I would take you along with me today while I pick out a TBR for August. I have been having an okay reading time. I've been in a couple slumps. I'm just trying to not think too much about it. And I've decided that I don't want to mood read anymore because I was mood reading a little bit this summer. And I've decided that I really like picking out TBRs because I kind of like to have a plan. I like to know what I'm reading next. I just kind of like to have a stack to kind of check through, even if I don't read it all. I like to have a little bit of guidance, or I can easily go into a slump. So I thought I would bring y'all with me and we can kind of go through my cart. I'm gonna go pull some books from my shelves to see if there's anything that I am feeling drawn towards, since summer is kind of starting to end and it's going to start being fall. But I want some transition books and I want to finish up some summer books that I want to read because summer is going to be over soon, but where I live it's really hot. So I feel like I'm still going to be open to some summery books. So I'm going to take you with me. I'm going to pull some books from my shelf and then I'm going to pull a couple prompts, but then I'm also probably just going to pick what I'm feeling drawn to at the moment. So, okay. You can probably hear my kids. I've decided to just film when I can if I want to do YouTube. I've decided, like, I don't want to show them in my videos, but I've decided that I'm just going to film casually, and if they are, you know, I want them to carry on with their lives. So, anyways, I am going to go pull some books from my shelf, like I said, and I will come back, pull some prompts, see what I'm feeling. I'm repeating myself, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I picked up a small stack. I'm still going to continue browsing my shelves, but I just wanted to kind of add some new books to my cart to kind of pick from. I'm not sure if I'm even gonna read any of these, but I'm just kind of going off of vibes and just kind of seeing what I feel like I have had on my shelf for like a really long time that I have not read. For example, I've read T. Kingfisher. I'd like to read more of T. Kingfisher. I've had 100 Years of Solitude on my shelf for a really long time, and I would like to get to this. I would love to read another Ernest Hemingway, and I have been thinking about this book, Never Let Me Go. I loved Clara and the Sun last year, and so I've been thinking about reading more of his work, Kazuo Ishiguro. So I would like to maybe read this soon. I also grabbed, just for fun, Magnolia Parks, because I have not read any further than the first two books in this. So yeah, and I'm gonna continue browsing, and then I also have some library books that you were sitting on top of right now that I need to kind of also go through and see if I am even feeling like reading those anymore, and that way I can send them back to the library and let somebody else read them if I don't think I'm gonna read them anytime soon. No use in hanging on to them so that somebody else could read them. So I'm gonna sit with those, and I'm gonna continue looking at my shelves and see if there's anything else I want. And then I will sit down and look at some books. So. My babe ripped the cover off of this one. So, yes, but this is Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. Okay, I am back. I went through my shelves and I sorted through all of the library books that I had checked out, and I decided to take one back to the library because the other ones I'm all still interested in. So the book that I decided to go ahead and take back to the library was A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. I plan on still reading this, but it's just kind of big. And I also have Elena Ferrante that I really would like to get to before this one. I'll just kind of quickly run through the other library books that I have. I have Into the Drowning Deep by Mary Grant. I also have I Hope This Finds You Well. I don't know much about this except that it's funny and it's set in an office and it has to do with emails. I'm sold. Greta and Valden. I also don't really know much about this. I think it's also funny. It's queer and it's about two siblings living in a flat, and I've heard amazing things about it, so I'm going to hopefully read this soon. Then I have Transit by Rachel Cusk. I loved Outline by Rachel Cusk a couple years ago, so I'd like to continue on in these books. I am currently reading Summer by Ali Smith. I'm liking it. I'm going to continue on. I'll hopefully finish this today and then go into the rest of my TBR for August. Okay. I'm going to pick the first one. And we have a classic 5-star prediction. Okay, we're starting off pretty strong. I really have been feeling like reading a classic. We could do, okay, we have Ernest Hemingway. We have The Sun Also Rises. I'm not sure though, I gotta be real with myself. I don't know if this is a 5-star prediction. What if I didn't put any classics on here? Oh, just kidding. Okay, we could do 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Yeah, I think it's time that I read this. I've heard fantastic things about this book from many people, specifically Emma from Emmy Reads. Definitely convinced me to read this. This is like one of her favorite books. I think that this is going to be going on our August TBR, and I'm pretty excited. I have like high hopes, and it is 5-star predicted in my mind. I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet. So it is like 400 pages, not too bad, could be worse. And the writing's kind of small, but I don't mind. Okay, we're gonna put 100 Years of Solitude on this stack, and I'm feeling pretty good about that. A romantasy book. A romantasy book. Why did I put this prompt in here? Okay. We could do this. I have not read these books, okay? It's a crime. It's a crime. I have not read these books. I deserve jail. I deserve jail time for this. I am so sorry. I have started it twice. I have it on my Kindle. I've started it twice and I've gotten into it, but it just hasn't felt like the right time. Maybe this is the right time. This could be an easy read, I feel like, to break up like 100 Years of Solitude. It is fantasy romance, so this is an option. Like, I want to read The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, but I don't believe this is like a fantasy romance, so I can't count that. To Kill a Kingdom. Is this a fantasy romance? It could be. I don't know. I'm not even feeling this. I did start Powerless in July and I DNF'd it because I wasn't vibing. I'm not gonna force myself to pick that up right now. Guys, I think I might do A Court of Thorns and Roses. I might do it. I don't know. I'm very unsure about this. I just don't know if it's gonna be for me. It's so popular. I've been going into slumps for reading popular books, so I'm just gonna put it on the stack and we will just see how it goes. Okay, I had to go help my son get a snack. So, book with flowers on the cover. Okay, I have a couple in mind here. I have The Wind Up Bird Chronicle by Haruki Murakami. I have read After Dark and Norwegian Wood by Murakami, and I would love to read some more of his work. This isn't flowers. Can't do that. I thought it was flowers, but it's like smoke, so never mind. Okay, flowers. Okay, do we have a book with flowers on the cover? Flowers. Oh, we do. We have The Stationery Shop by Marhan Kamali. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this. This has got flowers on the cover. Does Pachinko have flowers? No, mountains. Let's look at the front books one more time, because let's see. No flower. Wait, we could do Kim Ji-young, born 1982. This has little flowers in the bottom. This one could work, and this is a skinny one, but we also could do The Stationery Shop. Let's see. We could do A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. This has flowers on the bottom. Okay, we have some options. Okay, we could also do Happy Hour by Marlo Granados. I have actually already read this book, but it would be a reread. I've been wanting to reread this, and this would kind of go with the literary fiction that I'm in the mood for. Guys, there are so many options with flowers on the cover. I was not expecting that. I really want to read The Seas by Samantha Hunt. This is a book that I probably will be adding on to my stack regardless. But that does not have flowers. So I think that we could have something else, but we could also do Powerless by Elsie Silver. This is the second book in the Chestnut Springs series. The third book in the Chestnut Springs series. I don't know that I'm in the mood for this type of book though, so we are going to put this back. So, I don't know how I'm gonna pick. We have a fantasy and a classic, probably fiction. We could do a romance. We could do, I think that I'm going to be pulling some literary fiction that I'm in the mood for, so I think I'm gonna put Happy Hour back on the shelf. The Stationery Shop. I've been putting this book off for a long time. It could be its moment, but I think that I'm gonna save it for a different prompt. So I'm not sure which one to pick. I've heard a couple mixed things about this Ashley Poston book, but I also really want to read this. It's been on my shelf for a really long time. I think I'm feeling pulled to this one, and if I want to read The Novel Love Story, I can still read it. But I think I'm going to put this one on my shelf, or on my stack, just to get me to kind of, I want to pull myself to read books that have been sitting on my shelf for a really long time. And I have a feeling that I'm really going to like this one. Okay, so let's pull another prompt. This will be our fourth prompt. I don't know how many I'm going to pull, maybe 5. A number in the title. Number in the title. Okay, I don't really have anything with a number in the title except one. I think this is cheating, guys, but we have, we have The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware, and I don't know, I have not really been feeling like thrillers lately. I'm not sure. So we have this one, and then I also thought we could stretch it. Okay, this is a bit of a stretch, but we have My Year of Rest and Relaxation, Does not have a number in the title, but it does say year. And my brain is like, year, no. I don't even know if I can make that make any bit of sense. My brain was like, year, that could kind of count close to a number. No, because it's literally, well, yeah, the year. Like, yeah, like if you want to think about it, you could stretch it. Year, it's 2024. That's a number. I think I'm gonna stretch it and we're gonna count year as a number. That I know it doesn't make any sense, but it does in my brain. And I don't want to read this, okay? I don't want to read a thriller. I really don't. So we're gonna read My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Ottessa Moshfegh. I have read Eileen. It's one of my favorite books of all time. I think that's the only Moshfegh that I have actually read, which also feels like a crime because in my brain, she's one of my favorite authors, but I haven't really read much of her work. So I think we're adding this to the stack. That actually feels pretty right. Okay, let's pick another prompt. I know that that was kind of like completely cheating, but I don't even care. I don't even care. Okay, borrow from a friend. I'm sorry, we're not doing that because I have so many books here that I want to read. Okay, so my phone died. I just pulled a prompt that said a romance, and I don't know if I want a romance, but I'm going to trust the jar right now, and we are going to pull a novel love story by Ashley Poston. I really want to read this and I'm excited about it. It's about a girl that like falls into her favorite book story. That sounds really interesting to me. Ashley Poston always has like magical realism. I'm excited to see how this one reads. I really loved The Dead Romantics, but I have not read The 7-Year Slip. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and read this one next. Let's pick one more prompt and then I will just add some books that I want to read on. I have not put any of these library books in my stack, so they might just all end up going back to the library. We will see. This one says, a book that intimidates you. Technically, I already did the 100 Years of Solitude, which does intimidate me. The Story of a New Name by Elena Ferrante. The reason this intimidates me, it doesn't intimidate me, like I know I'm gonna love it, but because it's been a year since I read the first one, I'm a little nervous about my memory on this book. And because the beginning, there's like a whole list of characters and things to remember. This is intimidating me, but I really want to read this month, so I think I'm going to add this to my stack. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. This one's really small. I feel like I could probably do this, but I'm going to add a couple books on top that I would like to read. Okay, so I decided to add Transit by Rachel Cusk onto my list, as well as The Seas by Samantha Hunt. I don't really know much about either of these. Would I be absolutely wild to also add on Summer Book by Tove Jansson? I wanted to read this summer, so I'm adding on 3 more. I feel like some of these are pretty small and quick and I could get through them quickly. We got a big stack here as well as these. Okay, so I am standing up. This is a really big stack and I don't think that I'm gonna get to all of these in August. Some of them are kind of small. Just to recap, we have The Summer Book by Tove Jansson that I added on myself, The Seas by Samantha Hunt that I added on myself, Transit by Rachel Cusk that I also added off on myself. So 3 books that I just wanted to add on to the TBR. Then we have Elena Ferrante's Story of a New Name, Ashley Poston's A Novel Love Story, Ottessa Moshfegh's My Year of Rest and Relaxation, Kim Joo-young, Born 1982 by Cho Nam-ju, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Miss Sarah J. Maas, and 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I am feeling so excited about all of these books, and I will let you guys know what I read and what I don't end up reading, but I might vlog some of this. I will just keep you guys in the loop, maybe. I've also been kind of like here and there. I haven't posted anything in a while. I've been so busy with the kids, so it's been a fun summer. But I would like to get back into making stuff on YouTube and Instagram. So we'll see what I am able to. But I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to end this here, and I will check back in with you guys when I have more reading things to talk about. So hope you have a great week. Bye.